Welcome back to Two Wheel Trends, where the road is endless and the ride is always thrilling. Today, we're taking a deep dive into a motorcycle that speaks volumes without shouting, a bike that brings heritage, craftsmanship, and modern performance together in a way few others do. Yes, we're talking about the 2025 Moto Guzzi V7 Sport, a motorcycle that blends classic Italian styling with the spirit of modern riding. Whether you're an enthusiast who appreciates timeless design or a rider chasing that sweet balance between power and poise, this might just be the bike you've been waiting for. So, grab your helmet, sit back, and let's hit the road with the new V7 Sport. Right from the moment you lay eyes on the 2025 Moto Guzzi V7 Sport, there's a sense of nostalgia in its presence. Yet, it never feels dated. The front profile carries that instantly recognizable round headlamp encased in a brushed aluminum bezel, equipped with LED technology that doesn't take away from its vintage appeal. The light throws a strong beam with a distinct DRL pattern that acts as a halo, announcing its presence in both day and night. Flanking the headlamp are the minimalist indicators, a sleek, unobtrusive, and fully LED, which accentuate the bike's clean face. The front fender hugs the tire tightly, made of metal rather than plastic, and painted in body color to retain authenticity. The upright telescopic forks are covered in stylish gaiters, reinforcing the classic sport bike look while also offering some practical dust protection. And with that traditional-looking spoked wheel setup on both ends, fitted with modern tubeless tires, the front end truly looks like a respectful nod to the past with its eyes fixed on the future. Moving to the side profile is where the V7 Sport's true charm unravels. It's a bike that's been meticulously sculpted to appear simple but hides layers of thoughtful design. The double cradle steel frame, now with enhanced stiffness, is painted in matte black and subtly blends into the rest of the bodywork. The fuel tank, holding 21 liters, remains a masterpiece. It bears the eagle emblem with pride, stretching forward with sleek contours that feel just as good as they look. The matte and gloss paint combinations, depending on the color variant, add texture and depth without going overboard. It's Italian restraint in the best possible way. The engine becomes a visual centerpiece here, proudly transverse and air-cooled. It juts out with an aggressive mechanical presence. Those signature cylinder heads on either side are more than functional. They're a stylistic declaration that this is a Moto Guzzi, and it doesn't follow the crowd. Below that, you'll notice neatly finished exhaust headers that snake back into the twin P-shooter-style mufflers, perfectly chromed and tuned to deliver that unmistakable rumble. The seat is another highlight, a bench style, with enough contour to support longer rides, and finished in high-quality faux leather with contrast stitching. Just below the seat, the rear shocks stand out with their dual-spring design, adjustable for preload, offering both visual balance and customizable comfort. The bike's midsection seamlessly blends form and function, with no unsightly wiring or overly plasticky elements. It's all metal, all intentional. Swinging around to the rear end, the Moto Guzzi V7 Sport continues to impress with its tidy execution. The tail section is short, purposeful, and capped with a clean LED tail lamp that glows red with a distinctly vintage vibe. The turn indicators, again in LED, are placed just below the tailpiece and don't interfere with the bike's classic silhouette. A compact yet functional license plate holder extends from the rear fender, which is just long enough to keep road spray at bay without spoiling the look. You'll also find passenger grab handles, subtly integrated and finished in matte black, maintaining the minimalistic elegance. The dual rear shocks not only echo classic aesthetics but also speak to the bike's simple mechanical character. The rear wheel, like the front, is a spoked unit with a disc brake setup, and its beefy tire fills the rear arch nicely, giving it a confident stance when viewed from behind. Even the chain guard and swing arm reflect the same level of detail-focused engineering, a clean welds, strong geometry, and nothing excessive. But of course, the beating heart of the 2025 Moto Guzzi V7 Sport is its engine, and it deserves every bit of the spotlight. This year, Moto Guzzi has taken a step forward by refining the 853cc transverse V-twin power plant to deliver more responsiveness, better cooling, and an improved ride feel. It produces 66.5 horsepower at 6,800 revolutions per minute and 73 Nm of torque at just 5,000 revolutions per minute. What does that mean in the real world? It means punchy mid-range performance, great throttle response, and a torque curve that makes city riding, highway cruising, and canyon carving equally enjoyable. One of the most defining traits of this engine is its character. From the moment you thumb the starter, you feel a throw but not aggressive, but alive. The longitudinal layout gives it a unique torque reaction when you blip the throttle at idle. It's a signature move that you either fall in love with immediately or grow to admire over time. The engine is mated to a 6-speed gearbox that's been reworked for smoother shifts and better engagement. The gear ratios are well spaced, allowing for relaxed cruising in top gear while still offering enough grunt in the lower gears to make overtakes swift and satisfying. And thanks to the shaft drive system, you get butter-smooth power delivery with zero chain maintenance. It's one of the quiet heroes of this motorcycle, a low-maintenance, high-reliability component that contributes to the overall refinement of the ride. Now let's talk performance on the road. The Moto breathes and roars. The wind blast is minimal up to those speeds, but for longer journeys, an optional fly screen can add a bit of touring comfort. In urban settings, the V7 Sport shines with its manageable size, light clutch action, and nimble turning radius. Filtering through traffic or making tight U-turns is no hassle, and the seat height of 780 mm means even shorter riders can flat-foot with confidence. Fuel economy figures hover around 20 to 23 km/L depending on riding style, which, combined with the large tank, gives you an impressive range for longer road trips. It's practical, sure, but not at the expense of soul. When it comes to pricing, Moto Guzzi has positioned the 2025 V7 Sport smartly. In international markets, it starts around $9,500, and in regions like India or Southeast Asia, that translates to a premium middleweight price tag. It's certainly more expensive than some entry-level retro bikes, but what you're paying for here is a unique engine, premium build quality, timeless design, and the allure of riding a machine steeped in history. It competes with bikes like the Triumph Speed Twin 900, the Royal Enfield Interceptor 650, and the Yamaha XSR 700, but manages to carve its own identity. And when you consider the standard equipment, from LED lighting and digital instrumentation to traction control and shaft drive, the value becomes clear. So, what's the final verdict on the 2025 Moto Guzzi V7 Sport? It's not a motorcycle that chases trends. It doesn't try to be the fastest, or the lightest, or the most tech-laden. What it does instead is offer an experience. Every ride feels connected, every turn of the throttle feels personal. It's a motorcycle that rewards deliberate riding and doesn't rush you through the journey. It invites you to look around, take your time, and appreciate the art of motorcycling. In a world full of plastic fairings and tech-heavy dashboards, the V7 Sport is refreshingly honest. It's a bike you buy not just for what it does, but for how it makes you feel. If you're someone who appreciates soul over spec sheets, character over outright performance, and craftsmanship over gimmicks, then the Moto Guzzi V7 Sport might just be your perfect match. It's a rolling tribute to motorcycling's golden age, brought to life with modern refinement and mechanical poetry. For the everyday rider who wants something more than just transportation, and for the one who understands that riding is as much about the journey as it is about the destination, this bike delivers in spades. That wraps up our in-depth review of the 2025 Moto Guzzi V7 Sport. If you enjoyed this detailed look and want more honest, in-the-saddle content like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Would you ride the V7 Sport? Is classic cool still your style in 2025? Until next time, this is Two Wheel Trends, signing off. Ride safe, ride free, and keep chasing the horizon.